Hi! Welcome once again to Talk to the Hand Reviews for the first time, or for the 180th something, however many videos I've done, I don't know. But I'm both a reviews lady, and I like to talk about perfume, I like to talk about makeups, I like to talk about skincare, and sometimes chocolate or something like that, but mostly fragrances. And so today, I was thinking, in my garden right now, I have a lot of flowers blooming. And I thought, well, what if I sought to create a perfume out of everything that's blooming in my yard? So I thought, oh, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna, collect up a bunch of stuff and, look it up and see, well, what, because like on Fragrantica, for instance, they have search by notes. So you can put in there, the notes you're looking for, and it'll tell you what fragrances have those notes. So I think that was pretty cool. But when I started to type in the different things I have in the yard, after like 4 notes, it would be like, wow, it says, well, you've come up with a great combination, but so far no one has created a fragrance with those notes. I was surprised, because when you just know there are millions of fragrances out there, that there must be a fragrance with just like maybe 6 things I have growing in my garden right now. But when I typed in most of those, nothing came back. So what did come back, right now in my garden I have lilac, lily of the valley, and mint. Hi, well, I'm out in the garden and I thought I would show you how the lily of the valley grows in my garden, and that I would collect a lily of the valley and some lilac, which is also blooming right now, and some mint, because I thought, I looked online and I've got more things in the garden that will be like a perfume, but those were the three that make a perfume. Okay, so come on along. Oh, that's a squirrel. He's upset that we're here. Hear him? He's like, get out of my yard. Okay, so now I want to show you down in here. Look at, oh, there you go. See all these little tiny guys in here? They go way back in there. You can see them. Those are lily of the valley, and that is how they grow. And they grow like in the shade. So we're just gonna get some of these. Okay. And I want to show you. Look at my wall of lilacs. It's like 2 stories high. Isn't that incredible? Pretty excited about that. I gotta clip some for my video today. This looks like a good bunch. Like this. Oh, they smell so good. Okay. All of this in here is blackberries, and they're really incredible. They're like, when they grow, you just pick them off the vine. You don't even wash it. I know maybe that's too much information, but I just grab them and just shove them in my face. They're so good. So I'm going to show you this when they do bloom. Before they bloom, they're going to have all these white flowers on them that have this really, almost smells like starch, like starch you use in clothing, but it's really such an amazing thing. And these are wild. They just showed up here. And look at what, oh, there's our little, we call him Screamy the squirrel. These are called Star of Bethlehem. Aren't they pretty? They don't really have much fragrance. I've never smelled them have any fragrance, but they are pretty. See if she'll get me. Now, all of this is mint, except my chives. I have one flower coming, but look at all this mint. I'm not kidding you. I planted one mint plant in here a couple years ago, and the next year it filled up with mint. I mean, and mint is amazing. It all smells so good. This is called After 8, actually. Official After 8 trademark. Mint plants. Funny. So I'm in a different part of the yard. Here's another one of my big lilacs. And then you can see there in the slight distance, there's another lilac. That one only got big this year. So I'm gonna take some off of this one. I think I'm gonna take this one here. Looks pretty healthy. The prize! So these three things, smells so good. These three things, when I typed these three things in, quite a few fragrances came up, but no fragrances containing only these three things. But I have other things out there like Apple Blossom and Solomon's Seal. I have a lot of things out there like that, but every time I would type in more than just the three ingredients here, the three notes, the three flowers rather, it would just not give me any more. So it was an experiment that I wanted to look into, and unfortunately I wasn't able to find any fragrances that only have these three notes. However, there are a lot of fragrances that contain these three notes, and just for starters, the top two are eauParKenzo Wild by Kenzo. eauParKenzo Wild by Kenzo. And then number two, the top number two, which was an interesting one, Light of Jerusalem, Ein Gedi, Eingedi. So that was really interesting. And then also I found that Diorissimo, Chloe Eau de Parfum, Maison Margiela Replica Lazy Sunday Morning. You know what? I really like that one, and I would say yes, that there is, you can kind of get this vibe of these three things in that one. Lazy Sunday Morning, yeah, I like that one. Acqua di Parma, Luce, Luce, de Colonia. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Acqua di Parma from Luce de Colonia, or Luce, I think it's Luce, isn't it? And Guerlain Muget. And the interesting thing about Guerlain Muget is that it releases every year on May 1st. So, anyways, this is a pretty short video. These Lily of the Valley, aren't they cute? These are actually almost on their way out. I waited until, like, they've been blooming for like 3 weeks now, and they're not fragrancing up the whole yard like they were, but they're such cute little flowers, eh? They really pack a fragrance punch. You only need like one or two when they first come out to really get them to fragrance the room up that they're in. They're like that. My beloved mint plant. I am so loving this mint plant, man. I planted this in a slight raised garden, and I've only planted one plant in there, And the next spring, I discovered it had taken over the entire enclosed garden. It let the chives live, and it took away the lavender I had planted. But other than that, I really didn't mind, because I feel like mint, having that much mint around is like, oh my goodness, such a gift. And it takes care of itself. It's like, it's just kind of like you go out there, you know, you need some water. No, I'm fine. And there's like the whole extended family is there, like so many of them. But mint, amazing. And the last one, my beautiful lavender. I mean, lilac. So yeah, have you ever thought of doing that? Have you ever done that? Thought about what fragrances exist that might be flowers growing in your garden or just made out of your favorite flowers? If you have, you know, leave a comment below. Leave a comment below if you liked any of this stuff or if you didn't. Please give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you feel like subscribing. I'd love to have you as part of this experiment, my little YouTube channel. And I'm Both Reviews Lady, and this is kind of a short one for my my usual ones are it's well I have to really work to keep them short because I go off on a tangent here and there. But yeah, so come back and see me sometime. Let's dance.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall